Hello there, Capricorn, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Mary Sue, and I'm so grateful that you're here. So today I'm doing a bonus reading for you because you were one of my top views last week. So thank you so much for supporting my channel. And for your bonus reading, I'm going to do your September career and money reading. So this will be a reading where we'll look at the overall energies in your career and money sector, and then we'll look at the tarot for any obstacles, areas of resistance, or advice from spirit. And if you're enjoying this message or resonating with it, I would really appreciate it if you would consider like, sharing, or subscribing. Okay, let's get into your reading. We're going to first take a look at your animal spirit. Let's see what we have here. Buffalo spirit, the abundant universe will provide. And I love this because, the buffalo is really one of the most spiritual animals because they use their hooves to kind of tear up the ground, and it makes the ground extremely fertile. So they're very grounded animals, and yet at the same time, they have like their intuition, their head is in the clouds. It's kind of like they're both spiritually aligned and very grounded at the same time. And it's a really nice energy. It's about bringing in the abundance, here by being grounded. And understanding that the universe always provides for you, you're actually going to gain more abundance from the universe. And then, I just picked it up and I saw this regeneration. For some of you, you may feel like you're kind of coming back, maybe from a financial setback, and the abundance is coming your way when you believe that the universe will provide. That's part of it. The buffalo does its work, tearing up the ground and making it fertile, but at the same time has a heavenly spirit about it. Okay, let's see what else we have here. Not for you. Yeah, this is making decisions. Wow, this is so important with this Virgo new moon that we have on Monday, September 6th. Yeah, eliminating things that are taking your time and energy and not giving you anything back, right? Zapping you of your energy instead of fueling your energy. And I'm getting a true sense that it is about you cutting back things. People, situations, relationships, objects, that just are zapping your energy and not giving you the energy to roam freely. Think about that. The buffalo roams freely on the plains. And then building blocks. Yeah, by cutting out what is no longer serving you, you actually can build a stronger foundation for yourself. Financially, whether that is within your career or just, your finances in general. It's also about cutting out, spending money, that's really just a waste, so that you can build, a stronger financial stability for yourself. But it really is taking a good look at where you're putting your time and energy as far as career and money are concerned, and cutting out those things that just are not getting you anywhere. And to the sea. Okay, these two are very much the same energy, about surrendering to the universe, listening to your intuition, allowing your intuition to guide you as, you're kind of like, going through like this month of September, like making choices based on your intuition instead of making choices from fear. Sometimes when we're choosing what we want or don't want in our life, we're doing it from a sense of fear. And you can either have fear or you can have gratitude. So it is about stepping into the sense of surrendering to the ride, surrendering to your soul path, surrendering to the universe, and being super grateful for everything that's on your path. And by doing that, you're going to have more abundance coming your way. Really nice. On the bottom, message in a bottle. You could be getting a message maybe about a new job, a new position opening. If you've been putting out your resumes or something like that, you may hear back from somebody. But, for some of you, you could be getting a message that, a good message. I always think this is a good message. A good message about your finances. Maybe you've done some good investing or something like that. And it's kind of like, oh, okay, I have a little bit more financial freedom than I thought. Okay, we're going to look at your present energy, areas of resistance or obstacles on your path, advice from spirit, and then the outcome if you take the advice. But remember, Capricorn, you have free will. You can choose to do whatever it is that you'd like to do. Okay, your present energy. Four of Pentacles, really concentrating. This is the building blocks. This is about, building something that's really stable. She's holding on to her house. Look at that. Kind of really trying to hold on to your financial dreams. You may have wanted to own a house or wanting a new house, something like that. But it really is a sense of holding on. Now, sometimes with the Four of Pentacles, it is a little bit about fear. You see how there's all these locks on this fence, right? On the rails there. It's kind of like almost like holding on so tightly that you may not be letting go, because remember, we have not for you, letting go of things that no longer serve you. You may be holding on to some things in your life, especially objects or lofty ideas about a house or something like that, or about a home. You may be holding on so dearly to that you're not letting go of something, or objects or a dream or a perception, something like that. You're not letting go of something, and you're preventing the flow. Like, to me, this is like allowing the flow of abundance to come in, right? And it's like you're almost kind of blocking it because you're holding on so dearly to some idea, perception, or fear of losing something so much. So, yeah, and then Four of Cups are on the bottom. So Four of Cups is like this sense of discontent, like not super happy. Like almost, once again, it's kind of like not making choices based on your heart and more out of a sense of fear. So see how that resonates with you. Let's take a look at your area of resistance. Seven of Cups. Yeah, there's a lot of options for you, and you're just not taking a look at them. You're just kind of holding on. Once again, you're holding on to a specific idea of, what your home needs to look like, or what a happy home looks like, or, even like look at her clothing and stuff, like being really, it's almost like you're holding on to something that is no longer really serving you. Like, ask yourself, is there something in my life that I'm just holding on to for dear life almost, that I don't want to let go of? And then ask yourself, is that idea or perception or object, is that really getting me where I really want to be? Like, you just may have outgrown this. I feel like you've outgrown this idea. Okay, they're saying, look at how big she is. She can't even fit in this house. Like, I feel like you've outgrown this old perception of something that you're holding on to so dearly, but she can't even fit in the house. It's kind of like you've moved on beyond something, but you're still just kind of clinging to this, and you're not looking at other options. You're kind of closing down the other options. And this could be, for a lot of you, I feel like this is objects maybe in your life, but it could be even your job. Like, you're holding on to a job so dearly, but you've outgrown the job, or the job is smaller than you. Like, you could have something so much more amazing than what your job is right now. Your job may even not pay you enough, because I'm really being drawn. I keep coming back to the fact that the house is so much smaller than her. It's kind of like you are so capable of doing something so much bigger. It's like you're just not surrendering to this journey. And justice is on the bottom. This is a sign of Libra. It doesn't mean you have to be dealing with a Libra, but justice is about bringing things into balance. Like, I think whatever this house is, like, you got to get whatever this house represents, your job, the actual house you live in, some perception about money or your worth or something. Yeah. For some of you, maybe you think that your worth is really small. So you can't, oh, well, I can only afford to have this smaller house. I can't dream to have a bigger house. I'm just going to, keeping yourself small, keeping your world small, keeping your gifts and talents enclosed instead of sharing them with the world, something like that. And it's about, you trying to, what you need to do is work on finding more balance. Have the house and the person, in better proportion, that type of thing. Okay, so let's take a look at what your advice is here. Temperance. Yeah, balance. This is a sense of being patient with yourself, but balancing. Taking a look at everything that you have in your life. Especially, career and money-wise, because that's this reading. And asking yourself, is my life balanced when it comes to my career and money? And if it's not, it really is about taking a look at those, where you're putting your time and effort and energy as far as career and money are concerned, and asking yourself, is it really getting me where I want to go? Is it really giving me this very balanced, stable life? And, you could say, oh, well, yeah, I'm working this job that doesn't really pay me that much, or is really, wearing me out or something, but I'm putting money in the bank. I'm putting money in the bank. But you have to ask yourself, well, is that all that the job is doing? Is it also making your heart sing? Is it also giving you free time? Is it zapping all of your energy so you don't have time to do some of the other things you'd like to do? It is about recognizing the fact that the universe will provide when you're putting out your best effort. So are you putting out your best effort, or is whatever this is, is it just taking, it's kind of like, is it making you feel small? Is it taking more of your energy so you can't do the things that you'd really like to do? Are you looking at all the options in your life? Okay, so let's see what your outcome is. Wheel of Fortune. Oh my goodness, the blessings come in. I mean, this is a true message that, look at the colors. The colors even match, right? It's about the abundant universe will provide. You do have the blessings coming your way. Sorry, Capricorn, had to change my battery. So it's really as if your job here is to find the balance. It's about eliminating the things that are no longer serving you and really getting into this sense of balance. And when you do, guess what? The blessings come in. Yeah, Ace of Swords on the bottom, getting really clear cut about what it is that you want out of your life, out of your career. Are you really crystal clear about your financial stability? What changes do you maybe have to make? Or, are you one of those, the bills come and we don't get many bills in the mail anymore, but if the bills come, do you just kind of like want to shove them under your bed? You don't want to open them. You don't want to see, how much the bills are that month or something. Or are you really facing any of your fears? Are you facing them, or are you just kind of trying to stuff them under the bed? It's kind of a funny message that they sent. Okay, so let's go ahead and clarify these. With the Four of Pentacles, you have the Hermit, the Seven of Cups, and Justice. Six of Cups on the bottom. Once again, that sense of coming back into something that maybe, you've left behind. Some nostalgia. Is there something from the past? Look at this. Something in the past that you really loved doing, that, really made your heart sing. Like, You could have even had this vision when you were a child, okay? Because it's the Six of Cups. It could be something that you really wanted to do a long, long time ago. And, life goes on and you couldn't do it. It just wasn't in the picture, but maybe now it is. It's about looking at something about how it can bring you more joy in your life. And here you're getting the wisdom with this Four of Pentacles. You're kind of getting the wisdom about you need to balance your life out more. And it's about, here's the Seven of Cups again. I mean, you have this twice. It's about looking at the options. You're not looking at options. I think that's the clear message here. You're kind of like stuck in some way, and that's going to be different for everybody, but you're kind of like stuck on some idea, perception, something that's actually is holding you back. And it could be based on fear. A lot of times the things that we're stuck on are based on fear, right? Like my grandmother, she raised 8 kids during the Depression, right? And she was always like, never would throw anything out. Never knew when you might need it again. Well, okay, it was based on fear, and a fear of an experience, where she was trying to raise children during a time where there wasn't a lot, right? But it's kind of like, okay, but if you have all that stuff just laying around, right, it kind of clogs up your energy. You have to let some of it go. You have to choose what is good for you and what is not, A little 3-inch piece of string isn't going to get you very far, Now, if you have a whole ball of twine or string, that might be helpful, right? But, saving just a little piece of string really isn't, it's just taking up time and energy. It's taking up space in your life. And it is about taking a look at other options. You may be, just kind of a little bit stuck. Okay, so let's, look at this. Okay, look at this. You have sun. I mean, you really do have the abundance and joy coming your way. You're just resisting it. And it's really because it's self-imposed. The Eight of Swords always to me is you being kind of up in your head, allowing your fears to kind of run away with you. It's you can look at, her hands aren't even tied. She could take off the blindfold if she wanted to, but she refuses. She refuses to look at the options. It's kind of like it's time to look at other options. It's time to move on from, this idea of, the Page of Cups. I almost feel like, this sense of, for some of you, you may actually have a sense of regret of something that you've done. And it's kind of like you're almost like holding on to this perception of something because it's kind of like, well, you may feel like, okay, let's take the scenario. You bought this house and it's too small, but maybe you paid a lot of money for it. And you're kind of like, well, I'm just going to have to live with it. And she can't even fit in the house, right? But she's like, no, I have to live with this because I made this decision and this is what I'm going to live with my decision. It's kind of like that energy, Nope, not looking at any other options. Well, why don't you sell it? Why don't you rent it? Why don't you, I don't know, what are your other options? You're going to just hold on to this house, a house that you can't fit in. And it's kind of like, it's time to take off the blindfolds and say, okay, maybe, giving yourself a little nudge of love and say, okay, maybe I made a decision that, I bought this house because it was so cute, but it's really not functional, So I'm going to go ahead and sell it, or I'm going to go ahead and rent it, and I'm going in a new direction. I'm going to move on from this, and I'm going to have compassion for myself. Okay, you made a decision. It didn't work out. That's fine. Move on. And it's that type of energy, like you're really holding on to something. Or perhaps you took a job. Maybe you took a job that's really kind of below your pay grade or below your skill level, something like that, but you're kind of like, well, I took that because at the time I needed a job. Okay, but you've outgrown the job, right? And now it's time to be compassionate to yourself. Okay, that job no longer suits you. It's time to move on to something else. Okay, because once you move on, guess what? You get the blessings, you get the abundance. And I think you get a sense of more joy. You know, I really do feel like it's, a sense that you're keeping this in your life, but it's actually bringing down your energy because you're feeling guilt or shame because you made this choice and it's just the wrong choice. Okay, let's go to, oh my goodness, look at this. Yeah, it's about putting down your discontent. This didn't work. Okay, it didn't work. That's all right. You're going to go ahead and get some balance in your life by going in a new direction. Going in a direction that's really actually going to pan out for you very, very financially. Look at this. I think for some of you, you're just afraid of looking foolish. I'm getting that sense. Well, I don't want to go in a new direction. I don't want to, take that leap of faith and go in a new direction because, well, I might be foolish. Yeah, but you also maybe are going to have all of these pentacles coming your way, right? And 10 of Pentacles is not just like a windfall. It's like long lasting. It's financial security. And it's about getting crystal clear. Hey, I'm doing this because I want this. I'm not going to lament about some past decision. I'm moving forward. The Knight of Swords is very fast acting, moves forward, makes a decision. I'm going to do this and wants to do it. Kind of in a sense of at all costs. I'm going in a new direction at all costs. And I understand that the universe has my back. I'm going to be fine. I'm going to land on my feet. It's a really nice, and look at this. In your outcome, you have the Wheel of Fortune. Like the wheel is going to turn in your favor. You're going to have the blessings. It's really nice. It's kind of like a sense of karma too. The Wheel of Fortune is a little bit like karma. It's kind of like when you recognize, you have the Ace of Swords underneath here. When you recognize that you need to go in a new direction and you do it, the universe says, applaud. They start clapping for you. Okay, here come the blessings. Really nice. Okay, 8 of Wands, 4 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups. Nice. King of Pentacles on the bottom. Okay, Capricorn. You got the money coming in. Not only that, look at this. You have the 10 of Cups. It's like true happiness. And, for some of you, it could mean that you meet your soulmate or, you get, you move on to not only having abundance, financial security, but also, love. But to me, the 10 of Cups in this stance is also about, you're just going to have long-term soul fulfillment. Like this move is going to fulfill your soul in such a nice way. And look at this. It's coming quickly. Like, we had message in the bottle. Like you're going to get this message very soon or take action. Either you're going to get a message or you're going to take action in order for this to come in. And, you have the 4 of Pentacles here. You're holding on to a dream, but you're going in a new direction. And I think for some of you, you may have started a business or taken a job or done some financial, kind of thing that you thought was the right thing. But that now you're realizing, what I have to do? I just have to go tweak it. Like you may not have to it's not like throwing the baby out with the bathwater. It's like, what? I think I can just tweak this idea or go in a slightly new direction. It's not like you have to throw your entire life out. It's like, okay, I'm going to tweak this and then it will provide so much more fulfillment for me and also so much more money. Okay, so let's go to your cosmic journey. What do we have here? Your greatest work. is your legendary legacy. You know, with this 10 of Cups here, I feel like for some of you, you are going to be abundant enough to help provide for your family for a very long time, like a legacy, like building a legacy, literally. Like it's kind of like changes your family's entire life. You may even be building a business that you can pass on to your children or, you know, to other family members, however that resonates with you. Or you could, for some of you, I'm getting, you know, buy real estate or something like that that you can pass on to other family members. Really nice. Secrets. Conceal plans and actions from those not ready to accept you as you are. Yeah, I get this sense that, you know, if you're concerned about what other people are going to say, and I do feel like you do have some doubts here. These are all self-inflicted doubts. But if you have some doubts, say there's, you know, a business you'd like to start, you know, you can do it on the side. You don't have to quit your job. You could start it on the side. Start researching it. Start, you know, if it's an online business, go ahead and get it started a little bit. See how it goes. You know, it's about keeping it secret if that's what's stopping you from doing it. I get the sense that for some of you, you just don't want to share your idea with the world. No, I shouldn't say that. You don't want to share it with the people in your family or your friends. You're kind of like, yeah, I don't know. What are they going to say about this? I don't want to hear that. I already have so many doubts. I'm already up in my head about it. Well, then just start it without telling them, right? Okay, and oh my goodness, look at this Capricorn. You have change maker, make waves. Yeah, I think that you're, you know, wherever direction you're going in, look at this with the to the sea. You're going to be making waves. You're going to change, you know, the collective or change the lives of others because of what you're going to be providing, whatever service or website or product. Whatever your knowledge, whatever it is that you're sharing with the world, it is going to cause ripple effects and make waves. So Capricorn, yes, really nice reading. Well, I hope you enjoyed it. I really enjoyed doing it for you. And if you did resonate with it, I would really appreciate it if you would consider like, sharing, or subscribing. And once again, I really do appreciate all your support of my channel. And I wish you much love and light in this situation and all your situations. And I hope to see you again really soon. Bye for now.